Good evening, everybody. Our program is about to begin. We ask at this time that you please make your way to your seats. I repeat, the program is about to begin. Good evening, ladies. Good evening, everybody. Our program is about to begin. We ask this time that you please make your way to your seats. This program is about to begin.
Just a couple of announcements before we begin. The bathrooms are in the back of the building, guys. And we'll be getting started in a couple minutes, so please find your seats. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Heather Bacher, and I will be your MC for tonight's event. We will begin tonight with a vocal performance by the incredibly talented Carol Sexton. Carol began singing at the young age at the Overbrook School for the Blind, and later at the school that is called now the University of the Arts. Carol released her first CD last April at age 80, titled Sound of Southern Gospel. Thank you, Carol, for blessing us with your beautiful gift. And now I present Carol Sexton singing the national anthem. We invite all who can stand to please do.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
God bless America. Welcome to the 30th Annual Achievement Night. We began this journey in a gym with 34 people. I think Melissa and Doug and I were there. And tonight we celebrate it with over 500 in this beautiful hotel room. None of this would have been possible over all these years without a tremendous, loyal support, and many of you are in the audience. Thank you.
The Fighting Back family of programs reaches far beyond the scholarships you see tonight. We believed it was time to bring all of you who are attending tonight into our inner circle and expand your knowledge on the vast members of our community this organization touches. It spans all ages and abilities. The Rocksteady Boxing program, which is designed for individuals in our community that are diagnosed with Parkinson's disease or any type of movement disorder. We focus on balance, strength, vocalization, posture, and of course, boxing. Some of my boxers are here tonight with me, and our slogan is, "We will rock you." The Power of Play program is designed for individuals in our community on the autism spectrum. Through exercise and movement, they learn to live a healthier lifestyle, improve their social skills, and of course, have fun. Members of the POP program are joining us this evening. Thank you. The Core Abilities programs designed to help athletes in our community who have cognitive and physical differences. Classes meet twice a week, focusing on sport therapy, movement, and improving cognitive and social skills. And of course, they are a great group to work with. Thank you for coming this evening, Core Abilities. Strive is a goal-setting program that meets virtually via a 30-minute Zoom call. Goals are designed to meet those individuals in our community who have suffered a traumatic brain injury. Thank you, Strive members, for joining us for tonight's event. If you are interested in any of these programs, please reach out to the Fighting Back Scholarship Program for more information. Thank you. Family, friends, Annual Achievement Night winners, past and present. Tonight you will witness 4 amazing stories of outstanding courage, desire, and perseverance. Not only will you learn about their lives, but we are going to learn ways to continue our support for them. I would like to say that Brianna and Nate and Natanya and Michelle are incredible human beings. You're going to get a look into their lives and how difficult it is to strive and fight on a daily basis. And we as a community can continue to support them. Thank you. The Peter Kinsley fought and lost a battle to cancer. Peter's motto was, "The only easy day was yesterday." Amy, Randy, and Rick and their family created a scholarship in Peter's name. In 29 annual achievement nights, we have awarded 86 individuals in our community. It is now time to award our 87th and our Peter Kinsley Fighting Back Scholarship Fund recipient, Brianna White.
Bree has been a fighter since day one. 1 pound, 14 ounces. She came out fighting hard, and she did have a brain bleed, grade 4 brain bleed, and the diagnosis was severe. And through prayers and rehabilitation and therapies and God's blessing, we are where we are today. So we're very grateful for that. And she's had therapy her entire life. We did PT, OT, speech therapy, equestrian therapy, aquatic therapy. Our weeks were just, going every day. And home therapy. She's fought every minute of her life, and she has such perseverance. And the one thing I think you'll hear from anyone that knows Bree or has met her is there's always a smile. We've never seen her without that. She's just always joyous and happy to be here and happy to keep going, happy to keep fighting. So the gym, being at Fighting Back, has just been a real blessing for her because it helps her to keep moving. Insurance obviously cuts out at a certain point, and this program has been really great for her. She looks forward to it. She tells me how much she loves the gym. She loves the trainers, and she loves Scott and being here every week. It's something she looks forward to. We're very, very grateful. And it's helped her physically, keeps her muscles going, but it's an emotional thing as well. It's feeling like she's a part of something, and she described it as a family. That's how she feels about it. People with disabilities sometimes are left in the background, and they don't have all of the opportunities that some of us do. So when something like this comes along and it's an award, it really just can boost their confidence and just self-worth. And I think it's done all of that. So we're very, very happy for her.
So every week, Dad, I see you here bringing Bree. What does it mean for you for her to get this award?
Everything. It's exhilarating watching her, be nominated because, she doesn't ask for anything along those lines. She's a very hardworking child, and she doesn't expect anything. And when we talked about the fact that Scott has nominated her for this award, she was very, very excited for being a part of Fighting Back.
For years, I always felt like Dennis was in denial of her issues. I had to do all the day-to-day physical work and all the therapy and all the stretching. And Dennis would come home from work and I'd be on the floor with her stretching. He'd come over and he'd say, "You're gonna beat this. You're gonna show them. You're gonna show those doctors." But I would feel frustrated because it's like, I'm doing all this and all you do is come in here. But then I think years later, I realized that I gave her what she needed physically. Dennis was giving her positive energy constantly, and that's part of what made her what she is.
Congratulations, you got it. So what does this mean to you?
This is special because I don't really have a gym like this. And I come in here happy all the time, and it brings me to life, Scott. It really does. It changes my mood a little bit more than anything. This is just the trainers and everybody are a family, and I'm a family.
How is this different than some of your other supports? How does this make you feel differently?
The gym makes me feel outgoing, and all the people are friendly, and it's a community support with me. It's more of a positivity thing than anything. At times it's very hard because I struggle in the walker. You've seen me go from place to place, but I can't lift this right knee, and it's really helped me. This gym has really helped me.
That's great. And you know what, it's funny that you say that, Bree, because I don't see your walker. I see your smile. When you come in, that's what I always see is your smile. I don't even notice your walker. I notice your smile because you're always smiling. And you are so deserving of this award, so congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Anna, and I have been a trainer for the Fighting Back program for 2 years. During this time, I have had the delight of being Brianna's trainer. On paper, cerebral palsy is a disease that affects an individual's balance, movement, and posture. Someone born with CP can be faced with glares, judgment, and obstacles an individual not born with CP does not have to overcome. Tasks like climbing stairs or traveling are far more difficult. However, this disease does not define Brianna. Think of a superhero. Marvel may come to mind, or maybe Iron Man or Wonder Woman. You're probably thinking of someone with super strength or a man in spandex who can fly. Brianna is my superhero. Her huge heart and passion for the well-being of others in the gym inspires me. She's always cheering someone on and pushing them to be their best, even me on some days. Tonight we're here to cheer Brianna on. Her dedication to show up every week and tackle whatever workout is thrown her way is just one out of many examples of how deserving Bree is of this award. I can remember the look I got on Bree's face when I asked her if we could try the treadmill. But there was zero hesitation from Bree when she got right on. Although fearful at first, she shushed that voice inside her head and showed strength. So without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce Brianna and her sister, Brooke.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brooke, Brianna's sister. This isn't an award that we all line up for or dream of achieving. It's not a journey we set out for or a club we all aspire to join. But by God's will, life happened while we were making other plans. And here we are. 34 years ago, our family chose to take a positive approach to this challenge so that Bree would enjoy her best life. Rehab and therapies began immediately, from infant intervention programs, PT, OT, aquatic, equestrian, adaptive sports, and as many social programs as we could find. As we traveled that path, we met some of the best people that you would ever want to meet. People that truly care about other people. Those that dedicate their lives to making others' life better. Those that made Brianna's life better. That's what we found here at Fighting Back. How amazing is this scholarship program that Scott founded? His path wasn't one seeking profit and glory. Instead, he gathered a group of dedicated trainers and therapists, each who work daily to make a difference in this world, one person at a time. They fuel souls with hope, helping them to believe in themselves, and that there is always an expectation of achieving a better tomorrow. You can see it every day on the faces of the Fighting Back participants. Our family would like to personally thank each one of you for joining in that elite circle of people who care about people and who do something about it. On behalf of the Fighting Back program, we want you to know how grateful we are for your support tonight and throughout the year of this extraordinary cause. Life sometimes gives us unexpected bumps in the road, but if you keep going, it may lead you right to this phenomenal gym.
Hi. Thanks so much for being here. My disability isn't new. It's been a part of me since birth. I was born early at 1 pound, 14 ounces, and had a brain bleed 3 days after birth. It caused cerebral palsy and learning disabilities. I need assistance with all my daily needs. So I've been doing therapy and rehab for about 34 years. I have over 8 surgeries, that require a lot of hard work and PT. As I got older, I was doing less and less exercising, and my muscles became weaker and less flexible. I was so excited when my friend Helen told me about Fighting Back. It doesn't just feel like rehab because the staff makes it so fun and interesting. I love working out, can't tell you enough how good it feels every week, being surrounded by the encouraging staff. And they have helped me gain flexibility and strength in my muscles and movement. They help me both physically and mentally. I can't wait for Wednesday afternoons. Everyone at the gym makes me feel so special. Every day, I face struggles and challenges, but it's never easy. Fighting back helps to make it better. Thank you, Scott, and all my amazing trainers, and everyone that supports this outstanding program. I love you.
We'll try this one. Amelia Kinsley, Peter's daughter, would like to present Brianna with this year's award. The Conestoga girls lacrosse team is having their annual Stoga Girls 5K Run Walk this Sunday at 9 a.m. at Wilson Farm Park. The QR codes for the event are on your tables. Please join us. Proceeds from the benefit go towards the Peter Kinsley Fighting Back Scholarship Fund.
Good evening, everyone. I've had the opportunity to stand up here and look out over the sea a few years, and every year it just becomes more and more vast, and it's just incredible, and I thank you all. My name's Ian Savitz, and I've been a trainer with the Fighting Back Scholarship Program for about 9 years. About 3 years ago, I found a dry erase board sitting in the gym, and shortly I figured it was meant to be a joke board. Then another one appeared, another one appeared. At any rate, by a round of applause, how did everyone enjoy the food tonight? I was going to share a pastry joke tonight, but after much thought, I realized that it was just too crummy. Speaking of pastries, not sure if anyone had any sweets, but I just wanted to tell you that I love each and every one of you s'more each and every day. And I do appreciate all of you for tolerating the cringeworthy jokes that I tell and write through the gym daily. With that said, I am happy to introduce our 88th honoree, Nate Makowitz. So you worked today? You came from work at the coffee shop?
Yeah.
How do you like it?
It was good. I got my own ID badge and my own fob.
Okay. I have to find out what hours you work, and maybe I'll come in for a coffee if I can.
9 to noon, and it's only for people with a fob. that are part of the IU.
Darn. Okay, so I guess I can't get coffee
Yeah.
from you.
Nate was unexpectedly born very early. He was born at 23 weeks. The first day was very tenuous. He coded blue 5 times, so he almost died on us.
Wow.
And it's a true miracle that he's here. He had a grade 3+ brain injury, which they don't expect people to live that long. And Nate has been a fighter since the very beginning.
Clearly.
He was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. Nate has always been very strong-willed since day one. We would have early intervention come in and they would ask him to do this command crawl, and he would not only do the command crawl, but he would try to pull up and stand up. He had a G-tube for 18 hours a day for years. They never thought he would get off of that because the hunger and satiation drive wasn't there. We're a very faith-filled family, and we know that the Lord can do so much. And we just knew when Nate was born, we said, Lord, if you give him to us, we promise to shepherd him for the rest of his life. And he got off of the G-tube.
Wow.
He went to 3 different programs, and he had to fight through them every single day. And after 3 years of going to these feeding programs, he was taken off of the tube.
How has Nate, as the first child and someone who's been through and such a fighter, how's he impacted your family?
We always say Nate is a teacher. He's the teacher of patience. He's the teacher of tenacity. He's the teacher that no matter how hard things get, they're never hard enough for him. And when we get down and are challenged and wonder how he continues to go on, he reminds us that he can do it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
He's even close to Eagle Scout.
But tell us about how you connected with Fighting Back.
He started with a group at the YMCA, and they actually recommended and said that he would be a good candidate to come to the Fighting Back program here in Malvern, which is right up the road from us. When he started, he right away loved Ian, and actually now fondly calls him Cray Cray, or Crazy. They would just have a lot of fun together, and Nate would look forward to coming twice a week to just continue to work on that stretching and strengthening, and they've been so good to us when we've said we have different goals, like from the physical therapist, and he's going to be discharged from PT because certain criteria has been met, but we know CP is a lifelong experience for him, and he needs to stay strong. So he's been now here after 6 years, Anna adopted him as his trainer. And he, of course, loves Anna. She's like one of the lights of his life.
That's great. What has Fighting Back meant to your family?
They've been a steady influence that has never given up on Nate and his disabilities, and always dreamed him having a lot more capabilities than we ever thought possible.
Yeah, well, he's surely the mayor here at the gym. He absolutely
loves coming.
He loves coming, and he lights it up every day he walks in.
And he's pretty honest. Like he is a good judge of character, so he knows when people are really invested in him and enjoy being around him.
So, I was reflecting recently on the many years that I've been blessed to know Nate. Nate is unique. If you've had the pleasure of meeting this incredible young man, even if it was just for a brief time, you likely remember him. Beyond his enthusiasm, love for life, effort, courage, attention to detail, especially when it comes to elevators, laugh and smile, there are two other qualities that I think of when I think about Nate. He is as pure and genuine a person as anyone I know. Pure in his intention as he goes about living his best life, and genuine in his behavior and actions with all of those who he encounters. To know Nate is to love Nate. To hear his laughter brightens up your day. To observe his perseverance and hard work inspires. I'm so thankful that I've been able to know Nate going way back to his high school years. He and his family are simply amazing people. I had the opportunity to attend Nate's graduation party in high school and got to see the village of support surrounding him. And it was a great experience. I got to meet his dog too, which was awesome. I thank you, Nate, and family for allowing us to be part of your village for so many years. Seeing him graduate, continue to develop valuable life skills, pursue his interests, and grow stronger and more confident has touched me. I'm very proud of you, Nate, and I'm honored to call you a friend. You're so deserving of this honor. The energy that you bring with your presence is unrivaled, and it makes everywhere you go a better place. Now, please come up, Nate, so that everyone here can experience exactly how wonderful you are.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming out tonight. I am happy that you're all here, and I hope you'll find my speech uplifting. I am Nate Maglitz. I'm 26 years old. On January 3rd, 1998, I was born at 23 weeks. I suffered a grade 3 brain bleed at birth. I have a VP shunt to treat this. As a result of my early arrival and brain injury, I suffer several issues that are unique to me. Mostly, I have trouble walking. This is what brought me to Fighting Back. When I first came to Fighting Back 8 years ago, I came to find courage to get fit and to get better. My first trainer was Ian, who I like to call Cray Cray, which is short for crazy. Ian started me on stretches and cardio. He was very nice to me and liked to have fun. We often joked around as part of my workouts, which made it fun. Ian always encouraged me and became my friend. I was happy to have him at my high school graduation in 2017. I next met Anna, who is my current coach. She was kind and liked my Alvin music. She gave me some new exercises, like ball slams. We have a lot of fun during my workouts. One fun memory with Anna is our matching shirts. We are both Philly sports fans and enjoyed sharing our support for our teams. Anna and Ian were both very interested in helping me improve my quality of life. I have to get Botox shots every 3 months to help strengthen my legs. These are very painful and scary for me. Ian and Anna have helped me following each of my treatments to build strength in using both my legs and my arms. It will be a lifelong journey for me. Fighting Back helped me walk as well as I can today. My brother is impressed with my guns. I feel stronger and more confident after my workouts with Anna. I like to use my treadmill at home twice every day. It gives me a chance to release my stress and to sing as loud as I like. This is thanks to my workouts at Fighting Back. I have hope for my future. I am currently working towards my Eagle Scout rank with Troop 77. I'm working 2 days a week at the County Cup. At the Chester County IU. I will soon serve as a lector at my church, St. Joseph, in Downingtown. I have many friends, and one very special to me here tonight, Anna! And finally, I'm training for a 100-kilometer hike on the El Camino in Spain with my parents in June. Anna has been very helpful in my preparation. Thank you, Anna, Ian, and the Fighting Back program for what you helped me to do. Thank you. Thank you all. I tried to speak at screen. Sure. Thank you. That's fine. Sure.
tough to follow. Good evening, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed the beginning of the program. It's bright up here. I said to my good friend Ed Gold the other day, we're expecting a record turnout. And he looked at me and goes, "Don't you say that every year?" And I thought about it. I said, "What's wrong with that?" So we couldn't have a night like tonight without all of you, so thank you very much. My name's Kevin Connor. I'm a long-term board member here at the Fighting Back Scholarship Program. And when you come to an annual achievement night, you just can't disassociate with this organization for reasons you've already seen and you will continue to see. My role tonight is twofold. Number one is, for those of you that bought a 50/50 raffle ticket, the raffle number is currently at $2,700. If you haven't purchased a ticket yet, raise your hand. There's people around the room that will come in and happily sell you a ticket. So I know it's a little tough with the darkness, but I wanted to get that out. I'd also like to recognize some notable people that tonight wouldn't happen without them. First is the Achievement Night Committee, which is Patty Bosco and Marie Collins. So ladies, thank you. The Fundraising Committee, which is a year-long effort, as you would know, is Bill Orr, MJ Schmidt, Natanya Shortland, and Doug and Toop Geyer. So thank you, everybody. And it's my pleasure now to introduce what we call our executive level sponsors and our event sponsor for tonight. So let me get through the executive level sponsors and we'll give a round of applause once I get through. There's 20 of them. So Around the Table Foundation has been a long-term supporter. The Baxter Family Foundation, Alan Myers, Beeman Family Foundation, Brubaker Family, Carol Schmersall and Scott Aldridge, David and Suzanne Barnes, Ed Gold, Friends of Ozzy, one of our past honorees, the Geyer family, Hamilton Family Charitable Trust, Helen and Dick Lehman, long-term supporters, Intern U, John and Rosemary Dieterich, Melissa Nathanson, Patrice and Jeff Grossman, the Peter Kinsley Fund, Piazza Subaru of Limerick, and the Wild Game Dinner. So thank you to our The event sponsor for tonight are dear friends and members of our community, the Avalon Fitness. Based at 32nd and Dune. If you're in Avalon and you need to get a workout in, call the guys at Avalon Fitness. They couldn't be here tonight on their own, but they've been big supporters over the years, so we want to recognize them as tonight's event level sponsor. So thank you. You see the phrase courage, desire, and perseverance, and that's what embodies the participants in Fighting Back, their courage, their desire, and their perseverance. And it's remarkable, and you've seen it tonight, and you'll continue to see it. There's another name or motto that you see often on our logo. It's called Community of Support. And we couldn't be who we are without you. It's our trainers. You've seen a couple of them tonight. It's our interns, it's our volunteers, it's our board members. I mean, there's 9 of us or 10 of us. So it's a small group that does a lot of heavy lifting. And it's our caregivers. Our clients come in, but there's always somebody with them. And that's a full-time job. And we'll recognize somebody there tonight too. And most importantly, as our community of support, it's all of you. There's 560 of you in this room tonight. So we ask you to continue your support. We implore you to continue your support. And I'm going to ask a little plug here. In the back of your program, the last 2 pages, we ask you to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook. Somebody said to me earlier, she picked up the program, she goes, "You've got 560 people and you have 14 followers. Can we change that tonight?" I mean, she had no idea I was going to say this. But what we're trying to do is drum up awareness for what it is that we do and the lives that we touch day in and day out. And the last thing is, there is a QR code on the back of the program and last page. If you haven't donated, please do. So, thank you again.
Heroes come in many forms in our community. Family and friends often become primary caregivers for individuals who need support. It is our time to honor those individuals.
So tell us what happened to Sean.
June 26th, he was on a job and he was on a roof. He fell through a skylight, which was paper thin, and they had to resuscitate him on the site when the ambulance got there. He was rushed to Crozier. When I had gotten there, I didn't even recognize him. He was really pretty much a totally physically looked like a different person.
Right.
He was rushed into surgery for brain bleeds. We really didn't know if he was gonna survive the night, quite honestly. Survived the surgery, and then the next 72 hours were pretty much a telltale if he would
Hit or miss.
if he would survive, and if he survived, what would that life look like for him and for us
Exactly.
as a family. So pretty much he was in a coma for 3 months, and after coming out of that coma was really an eye-opener for me on what he was going to be like. He pretty much had to relearn everything. It's just like having a newborn and having to teach him everything, which 18 people it took from the time he came home after Bernmarie had lived with us. My parents, Sean's parents, because I couldn't manage him by myself. It's like dealing with a 46-year-old man in a man's body, but
Like
a newborn.
So Michelle, you are in rarefied air. This is a wonderful award. You're so deserving of it for all that you've been through and the way you've rallied the family and the family has got behind you. And obviously this is an entire community award because that's what it's taken to help Sean through all of this. But getting identified for you and for your family, what does that mean to you?
Sorry. In the beginning, I feel like you're doing so much as a caregiver. It's not just taking care of one person. Our kids were only 13 and 10 at the time, so it's taking care of them. You forget about yourself. It took me a very long time to accept or give myself some credit that, hey, I did this along with the help of everyone, but just to be able to say, I did this and I think we're in a good place. Is it what we wanted? Absolutely not. But we've kind of made peace with what we've been dealt and kind of make the most of life. So I feel like this award kind of makes me feel like I did a good job. And I was able to have that community support to be able to do that. And not just our family, but everyone here too. I think caregivers aren't really prepared for the long term. You always hope that, are we ever gonna get back to? But you don't.
Right. It's, I always say that the chapter closes and everybody wants to try to get back to that chapter and you can't. You have to start a new chapter.
Yeah. I think the important thing is you have to learn to love this new person.
Exactly.
Rachel, and I am the manager of the Fighting Back program, but I also have the honor of being Sean's trainer. To start off, if you have been given the job title of caregiver for a spouse, family member, or loved one, the Fighting Back program is inspired by you. We would all like to say that you are doing an amazing job, and we thank you. The love, dedication, support, exhaustion a caregiver position requires is what drives us as a team to do our best in order to help you and your families. This brings me directly to Michelle. As all of you have just seen, Michelle, her family, and friends have been handed a very challenging situation. But without a pause or doubt, Michelle turned into a Wonder Woman herself. As their good friend Mike said to me a few weeks back, Michelle takes her vows seriously. Over the years, I have not only gotten to know Michelle, but I have watched her juggle all aspects of life. From daily appointments for Sean, the kids, or now deciding to also take on not one, but two, but 3 dogs, planning family vacations, traveling for baseball games, college moves, and making sure Sean doesn't secretly get himself into trouble, Michelle continues to amaze me. This award is not only to acknowledge the hard work you do, but also to tell you, you are without a doubt one of the strongest and bravest women I have ever met. Without saying more, and successfully without crying on stage, I'd like to introduce this year's caregiver and Wonder Woman honoree, Michelle Kolonowski.
Thank you.
She says thank you.
Very honored. I wouldn't have been able to do this without my family. So thank you very much. Very appreciative. And we love the program. We've become a family. We love Rachel. They have a little too much fun sometimes, but that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you very much. Thank you.
The Caregiver Walk is an opportunity for those that receive support to recognize those that support them, their family, their village, their family, and their friends.
For the last 35 years, the Fighting Back Scholarship Program has built a community of support to help people in one-on-one post-rehabilitative exercise after a life-changing injury, illness, or disability. We also have honored people on our 29 annual achievement nights for their courage, desire, and perseverance. But the one thing I've recognized over 35 years is nobody comes in alone. They come in with caregivers. Could be spouses, could be their children, could be their friends. And those caregivers are right by their side through the entire journey of their fighting back. You know, without the caregivers, none of this would be possible. You know, you don't become a caregiver because you volunteer. You become a caregiver because a loved one needs you, and you respond to that need.
I would like to invite all who are attending this evening to join us in the fall on October 12th for the Caregivers Walk. Thank you. It is now time for our final honoree of this evening and our 89th winner, Natanya Sortlin. You would be hard-pressed to find another individual with the drive and sheer energy that Natanya brings to bettering herself and her community.
Big announcement. You are the 2024 Annual Achievement Night winner.
Oh my God!
Congrats.
Oh my God!
All that hard work
Hold on,
pays off.
hugging is happening. Oh my God! Oh my God! Thank you. Oh my God! Thank you.
Ian, tell us a little bit about what happened.
It was a cold, crisp winter's day in February, and I was coming back home with my groceries, and when I got into the kitchen, I felt like I'd been shot in the head. I dropped to my knees, and the next thing I knew, I was being medevaced to the hospital. I had a subarachnoid brain hemorrhage. When I left the hospital after about 3 weeks, I had aphasia, apraxia. I still have it. Aphasia, apraxia, autonomic dysregulation, short and long-term memory loss, and I have auditory, visual, and sensory processing disorders.
You began your rehab process. Tell us a little bit about that.
I went to Bryn Mawr Rehab, and they were really great, but insurance and their rehab can really only take me so far. And there was a point where they said I was done, which for anyone who has experienced that, it feels like you've been dropped off a cliff. And I met you at a Mind Your Brain conference that I didn't want to go to. I was in a wheelchair, I had dark glasses, I had earbuds shoved in my ear, I had these big things, I had an aide rolling me, I looked like I was death warmed over. And I thought I had nothing to lose. And I went to your breakout session, and you were and I was not understanding everything, but all I knew is you were talking about working out for people who had life-changing injuries. And I was like, that's me. And I rolled up to you and I said, would you be able to take on someone like me? And you said to me, what do you want? And I said, the only thing I wanted is to dance again.
Tell us a little bit about once you got the scholarship, how that whole process unraveled.
Okay, so it was pretty amazing. I got a scholarship, I got a personal trainer who knew how to work with my disabilities, and I got a community, and I got a lifeline.
So tell everybody what happened.
I danced in front of 500 people at the annual achievement night 2 years ago. I never believed it would happen, but you did, and that's amazing.
Just know that there is nothing you can't do. I'm here for you. I'll help you get through. I'm here for you. There is power in you. Just know that there is nothing faith can do. I'm here for you.
Our first honoree at the annual achievement night was Karen Russell. Karen was working in New York City. She was driving down to see her parents in Westchester, and a drunk driver hit her with his headlights off. She never saw him coming. She suffered a traumatic brain injury and a spinal cord injury. Once she got through Bryn Mawr Rehab, Karen had the courage to come to Paoli Health and Fitness Center in her wheelchair. Back then, there was no wheelchair ramps. She was bouncing up into the facility. She had the desire to continue to fight back, and she had the perseverance to stick with it in spite of many obstacles. Courage, desire, and perseverance was inspired by Karen Russell. Tonight, I have the honor of introducing someone that reminds me a lot of Karen Russell. Natanya had the courage to get back on the stage again. She had the desire to dance again, and she had the perseverance to work through a lot of obstacles to get there, including having to work with my very rigorous 8-month training dance program that we put together. And like Karen, Natanya doesn't just focus on herself. She has dedicated herself to helping others. She spends a tremendous amount of time with different organizations in the Delaware Valley, contributing so that they can help more people. And she always makes it a personal mission of hers to help others find courage, desire, and perseverance. So I am honored at our 30th Annual Achievement Night to introduce our 89th honoree, Natanya Sortland.
Have a speech. And I wanted it to be perfect. I wanted to show you the best version of myself, but that's what fighting back is about, is you get to show your real self and all your broken pieces. So I can't read notes. So I have Lee Jackson from the People's Light Theater to help me if I falter. I don't want my aphasia to show. I don't want to blank out, but you know what? I'm all dressed up. It's gonna work, right? So I'll start with the beginning of the speech. My name is Natanya. Yeah, I got that right? Yeah. Yeah, I did. And I'm here tonight because of the Fighting Back program. The first time I came here, I was in a wheelchair. And 6 years later, I'm on this stage and I'm dancing. Legally blind, yes. And now I'm an honoree. God, when I was in that hospital bed, I just didn't think I would ever be able to stand on my 2 feet again like this. Scott, the board, all of you here, thank you for creating this place for us. All right, I need to thank all the trainers that I've had throughout the years. I know I was a handful. They have stories. You're free to tell them. I know it sometimes felt like that I was fighting back against you, but you never let me forget that I was learning to fight back for myself. For the first 5 years after my stroke, like a lot of us, I felt like I was barely existing, living in a body and mind in a world that I didn't recognize. The Fighting Back, they didn't forget that we're still in here, in our broken bodies with our various challenges. They know we're still in here, and they know we want to fight back. And thank you. Thank you for not giving up on us. And all of you here tonight, you are not giving up on us. And thank you for that. Sorry. Is this when I talk about Andy? Okay, good. I was just asking. So the next person really doesn't want me to talk about him, Andy. He said, please, I really don't want the attention. I said, honey, if I don't mention you, it's like the Academy Awards. Everyone's going to think I'm a jerk. He said to me, please tell them this. The person who has the stroke or the life-changing illness or the tragedy, it just doesn't happen to one person. It affects the mothers and the fathers and the sisters and the brothers, friends, communities. It happens to everybody around the individual. I want to thank you for helping to lead and helping for us to do the caregiver walk. Thank you for still supporting me and always being there for me. So, Andy, thank you. Thank you. What?
Tables of friends.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I have a brain injury, so we're like squirrels. We're like, huh? If your phone goes off, I'll probably just stop suddenly. That's why I'm doing it. Oh, goodness. I want to thank all my friends that are here. I call you my 911 because I'm probably calling you maybe to get me off the floor, and I mean literally. Or to not let anything stop you from getting me to a doctor's appointment. I call my friends all the time saying, I don't know how to answer this email. I'm in a social situation. I'm supposed to be professional. What am I supposed to do? Or they help me with speeches. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You've remained friends of mine. And you didn't know me before, but you love me. And I love you right back. I invited other people here tonight because you and the organizations that you represent have played a pivotal part in my recovery. I was medevaced out of Paley Hospital. The Mind to Brain Foundation is how I found Fighting Back, and there are even more people. And if I don't mention you, I'm sorry, I'm brain injured. But everybody here tonight, it is your celebration as well as mine.
This year, we had...
Oh yeah, this is good stuff, sorry. This is my favorite part. Okay. Okay, this year at Fighting Back, we're going big. We're expanding. We want to help more communities. We want to offer more scholarships. And everybody here is going to make that possible, and I'm so excited. Oh, what's next?
And we haven't forgotten the caregivers.
Oh God, you know what the next thing is? And we haven't forgotten the caregivers. That's what I just forgot to say. We have not forgotten the caregivers. Please come on October 12th. Please do. It's time the caregivers were at the front of the line, and many of you are parts of our organizations. Help us. Help us create a celebration. help us create. There is nothing in the state of Pennsylvania that honors caregivers. And what I'm excited about is with all the people here, we can actually really change that. So please get in contact with us. We're going to start planning it, and I hope you'll join us.
There are many people in our community.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, it's really killing the applause moments. This one's so much better in my head. So, no, let's get back. Yeah, no, but please, if you have ideas for this walk, can you imagine every year? All right, now I'll go on the next one, which I just forgot.
Okay. There are many people in our community.
Oh, yes. No, I like this part too. Okay. There are many people in our community that are hanging like a thread, hanging by a thread like I was. When I was hanging by a thread, fighting back was that thread. That was it. That was the only thing that made me happy. I couldn't think. I could barely speak, and I was in so much pain. And I know that there are people in our community that are hanging by that same thread, and I want them badly to get these scholarships. You can make that happen. You here tonight, by donating, by liking us on Facebook, so we have more than 14 followers. That's just embarrassing. And by helping us to really create an amazing caregiver walk. God, look what we can do all together. I want to thank you so much for being here tonight, and thank you. I never thought I would ever stand on this stage. And thank you so much.
Well done. That was awesome.
Where's Scott? This guy.
It is now time to draw our 50-50 winner for this evening. For $3,200. Oh, now change it, Patty. Okay. Yeah, I can't read that writing. I'm old. I'm too old to see it without my glasses. So, Ian.
It looks like it's Kersher, Kershuer.
Number 12, at table 12.
How about a round of applause for Heather? Ian, Rachel, and Anna, and all of our honorees and their families. I want to do a quick thank you to Patty and her team. Again, you can imagine what it's like to organize this event. And I always tell the interns, Ashley and Bryn, this is my sign, I said, this event you're going to run is going to be the largest event you run in your life. And you guys did an outstanding job. Bill and Marie, obviously, you know, the magic continues year after year. You guys put such heart into this, and it makes it so special. Thank you. And again, for our long-term foundation supporters, Kevin, Ed, Nancy, thanks for bringing the family up this year. You know, you have to start somewhere, and you guys have been there for us from the beginning. And of course, how could I forget the Conestoga Girls Lacrosse team? So what have we seen over 30 years, 89 honorees, and 3 caregiver awards? We've seen those words that we mentioned so often tonight transform. Courage transforms into faith, desire transforms into effort, and perseverance transforms into gratitude. It is faith, effort, and gratitude that is what the Fighting Back community and the Fighting Back journey is all about. As we do every year, we lost a few of our family members. Dr. Streeter, who was a Paley Presbyterian minister and one of my mentors in life, did the prayer for this event every single year, even after he had dementia. And that was a little dicey for me, as you can imagine, but he nailed it every year. It didn't matter. And we also lost Larry Kirk. Larry was a world-class triathlete. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer. The cancer went into his spine, and he was paralyzed and left in a wheelchair. Larry understood the power of faith, effort, and gratitude.
First, I want to say how blessed and thankful I am. I want to thank God first and foremost for being on this journey with me and keeping me strong and positive. And I'm also blessed to have 2 guardian angels that look down on me every day and keep a good watch on me. And for me, it's just a great feeling to be thankful. It releases joy in my life. I think we all should be thankful every day for what we have. And Scott, I want to thank you for accepting me into the program. I'm very proud to be a member. Like I said, every day I roll into that gym, it's an incredible inspiration for me to see what goes on in there.
And that is why we need your financial support tonight, to help our current scholarship clients maintain that faith, effort, and gratitude, and as Natanya mentioned, to help those individuals that are hanging by a thread out in our community have the opportunity to be part of this community of support. Let's face it, fighting back, it could happen to anybody at any time. Any one of us could face the challenges we've seen tonight. We need your help, we need your donation. On the tables, there's tent cards, and in the back of the program, there's a QR code you can use. Anything you did will help us keep helping these families. Thank you. Every year we honor 3 individuals, but many more are nominated. In fact, what was so exciting for me this year is Nate was nominated 4 times, and so was Brianna, and they finally won. So it surely wasn't you. So we'd like to share with you some pictures of the honorees for this year and to recognize the trainers. Could the trainers stand? They're all over the room. But the trainers are a dedicated and caring group of people. One of them is watching from home, who has worked with me for 33 years. Paula, you're not forgotten. Let me just say that again. They are an incredibly dedicated group of caring people.
When troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders.